Smoothness says the first video I saw was you trading in those LeBrons for that Steph Curry card. Smoother, what did you think of that? People wasn't up on that Steph Curry back then. People wasn't
Wait,
talking.
what did you trade?
I went into Burbank Sports Cards with a bunch of cards that I had in storage that I had pulled in the late 90s and early 2000s. I had a
Oh yeah,
Kobe,
I seen that one. I seen that
yeah,
one.
had LeBron's in there, and that's before we got anything graded. And people thought I was crazy for doing that, but I saw a card on eBay that I wasn't gonna let slip by me, man. It was a Steph Curry card, and I thought to myself, I just came back from a storage run, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm sitting here. I need to come up with some funds because I pay for everything that I do in cash, man. I don't put stuff on credit cards. I don't do all that. That's just me, right? Not saying about anybody else that does that. That's just not me.
Yeah.
So I said I got to come up with some funds pretty quickly here before I press the winning bid on this card. And my game plan was to sell a LeBron card that was really off center. That was probably going to be a PSA 8, something like that, to get the funds to help pay for this Curry card. And the Curry card was graded 9.5, 10 auto, pop 16 out of 100.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a time where before we pressed in on that episode, J. Mike, I sat and thought, I don't know how people are going to take this, but this is what I would really do. I don't know how people are going to take that. People think I'm crazy. People think I'm a fool. People going to think I'm a genius. I don't know. But I'm going to show people what I really do. I never thought the episode would have been as successful as it was. But that's a move that I would have made if I never. And we came close, man. The crazy thing about this, we came close to not even filming that at the time. I was just going to make a quick run to Burbank after work, sell the card, buy the Curry, and keep it moving. Then we started talking around here. It's like, nah, you should show that story. You should tell people that that's what you're about to do. And then that's what we decided to do.
So what's the conclusion to it? What how did you make out?
Oh, the Curry card is way more than what I paid for it.
Is it how much is LeBron worth at an 8?
Oh, LeBron at an 8. Let me see if I can find it real quick on eBay. This is a good question. See if I can find it on eBay.
Because I was wondering, was it a situation where you didn't want to send the card off? It'll take a long time to get back.
Yeah, I had to make a move. The Curry card was the auction had already ended. It already ended. I was a winning bidder.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it had already ended. I had to come up with the dollars to pay for that card, and I already had 65% of it or something. I had to come up with 35%.
Wait, how much was the card?
The card was $3,600.
Oh shit.
Yeah, bro. 3,600. Curry rookie, red out of 100, pop 16.
So the seller, how many days after the sale did you pay for it?
Oh, it was within a day or two.
Okay.
So I think I purchased the car on a Thursday. If I remember this correctly. I did. I purchased the car on Thursday night. I hit Burbank on Friday night. I paid for the car Friday night. Late Friday night.
Wow, that's crazy. See, I didn't know the.
But J. Mike, I had done all kind of research on what card I wanted to buy. I mean, I'm talking to you, bro, about 3-4 months of research. When Golden State ended their season, this is after Curry came back, after he broke his wrist, and they didn't make the playoffs. The next day, I started doing research. And I looked at Jordan. I'm talking about stuff that I could afford, right? Yeah. I looked at Jordan. I looked at KD. I looked at James Harden. I looked at several players. And then everything pointed back to Steph Curry. Like, it was almost like I predicted what's going on right now. At least they would get to the playoffs, make a run. I didn't know who Poole was at the time. I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't really know how he would fit in. I knew he was on the team. I didn't know he was that kind of player. But I knew Clay was coming back. I knew who Draymond was. I knew they had some people on the bench. I learned about Kuminga at the time. I knew these things. I knew James Wiseman at the time. So I knew these things. But I didn't. Poole was the X factor. So then I forced myself to, after all the research pointed back to Curry, to not think about Curry. And I went and researched other players, and they still pointed back to Curry. Who could win his 4th ring, maybe 5th ring? Who has a chance to go over 20,000 points scored? Who was a unanimous MVP who could possibly win it again? who has not won a Finals MVP yet. These are all the things I kept looking at, and it pointed back to Curry. Big John says, "How do you do your research?" There are many different things that I do. It all depends about the player or what the situation is. My biggest piece, Big John, of research is eye tests. I watch a lot of sports. I catch a lot of highlights. I also got to spend time with my family. So if I can't watch a 3-hour game, there are things out there you can watch that will give you a snapshot of everything that happened in that game. YouTube is on YouTube. Hit YouTube up, search the game out. And then there's a
10 minutes. They give you 10 minutes.
7 to 11 minutes that's going to give you everything that happened in that game. And it's not focused on one team. So Golden State could be getting destroyed. They're going to tell you the team that was destroying them. What shots were they hitting? And I like the way they back it up, where they show you how the play started. So I'm looking at the rotation of people on the court, how the person got the ball. How did they finish the shot? Did they take the ball to the cup? Did they cross somebody over? These are all the things that's not on the stat sheet, right? You can look and say Poole had 29, but how did he score 29? Yeah. We'll let you know. Just like last year, right? I'll tell you about another person. It's not just about Steph Curry. Last year, May, I went to the first car stock trading show out here. I'm walking around. I like to walk the whole show before I buy anything. I walk up to What's King's table, and he had a Giannis card there. Giannis had just won the championship. And then he had a Jason Tatum card. Jason Tatum was a cornerstone, 9.5 BGS, autograph on card, 10 auto, 4 patches of jersey. And he had just got put out of the playoffs playing against Brooklyn, but I think he scored 50 points 2 or 3 times in that series. So my eye test, I had watched a little bit of Poole a little bit of Tatum in the regular season. But that playoff run and him getting put out by Boston and how he was taking KD at some points to the cup, shooting over him, it seemed like he had some internal fortitude again. Like he could push himself. I saw a little bit of a dog, almost saw a puppy in him. So then I said to myself, I got to start watching this guy. When I saw that card, it was about eye appeal. I looked at his card values before I went to the show, and then I made a purchase at that show. Still have that card.
So is the Curry the most expensive card you've purchased?
No, I purchased another Curry card that's a pop one that has pieces of jersey in it. Game worn is the most expensive card.
It's a rookie?
It's a rookie card.
See, I that's the other thing. If it's not a rookie card, I'm not spending no money.
Well, I'll say this. There are some cards of players that if you lost the rookie card, you didn't get in enough time, and you feel like you can't afford that card, there are still some good second and third year cards that are have a low print run that may have either a sticker auto or auto on card that may have some game jersey pieces. That's not bad buys.
No? Oh no, that's different. I'm talking about so that's older players. So like a third year Nolan Ryan, a third year Mickey Mantle. Yeah, I get that, but I'm not buying. I'm not going to spend $500 or $600 for a Mahomes twinkle little star 1 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I separate all my cards. So like I keep up with all my cards by the year. Like so I have so when I sort my cards, I don't care if it's Zion third year, that gets put in a sleeve. Actually, I put it in a top loader too. And I do that with all of those cards because I want those cards in good shape. Now, like some of the lesser players, like somebody like let's say a Darius Garland, I'll keep his second. I'll sleeve up his second card. I'm not gonna put it in a top loader, but it get a sleeve. Everything get a sleeve. But that's kind of my thinking. You know what I'm saying? But think about it, those Tom Brady cards. Tom Brady was not Tom Brady in 2012. Manning was the better quarterback. I have so many Tom Brady cards from 2011 that if I sold them during the pandemic, I made thousands of dollars off of Topps cards of Tom Brady because I had them in good condition, because I put them in sleeves. I respected my cards early on. So all those top guys, like even Russell Wilson, I sleeve all of his cars and his parallels get a top loader because I see the future with that. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your cars. Like that's the other thing.
I got
Like
a story for you. So I opened a pack of Topps Chrome 2003. Pulled out some. I opened probably about 4 or 5 boxes. They were about $350 a box then. Now they're like 15,000 a box. I pulled some LeBrons out, and I had a habit, man, just like you. I put every card in a penny sleeve and a top loader. I had those cards in storage. We just took. I'm gonna do probably a reveal episode here soon. We took one card out in particular, had it graded. I'm gonna let people know what grade I got, but it's all because I had a conversation with my father. And people out there who think I don't like LeBron James, you're really wrong. I'm probably one of the biggest LeBron James fans for 20 something years that anybody can be, even going back to when he was in high school. I came in the living room and I talked to my father and I said, LeBron is going to be a great player. His cars are going to be expensive. Car prices, you could get a box for $150, something like that, $175. Now cars are selling for like $350, $375, $400. This stuff may be too expensive for me. I may not do it. He turns to me and says, you think he's going to be a great player? I was like, yeah. I was like, we watched him together. He's like, yeah, I think he's going to challenge a lot of things in the NBA over time. He said, so if I was you, I would go buy boxes and try to get his cars. And I was like, well, what about the expense? He said, you got to think about the hobby, not to just today, but you got to think about it in the future. Where is this stuff going? Right? Where is it going? We're still sitting here June 6, 2022. Where's this thing going? It's going somewhere. I ask the question all the time. The Jordan car is a base card, right? Jordan's a great player. I call him the GOAT. There are players coming along that are going to have rookie, real jersey cards, especially with Fanatics. Low numbered, gold. You're going to grade them. They're going to come back good grades. Where are those cards 25 years from now? They're not going to be base cards, people. Where are they at 25 years from now? So I bought a bunch of Topps Chrome, like 4 or 5 boxes, opened them up, and every one I put in a penny sleeve, man. I had that stuff in storage, J. Mike, up until last year. And the only reason I get any grade on any car out of that stuff that I open is because, just like what you're talking about, I respected the cars. I put them in. If you think about what does it cost for a penny sleeve and top loader? Your time. That's really all it costs. Well, it's called a penny sleeve. It's called a penny sleeve for a reason. Yeah.
I sleeve up everything.
Now you're ready for
sleeve. I got 50,000 sleeves. I got 5,000 top loaders. I don't care. I rather take my chances. And also, I've been watching Cajun Cardboard. You follow him?
Let me see.
Oh, you got to follow him. Cajun Cardboard, I believe.
Let's see here. Cajun Cardboard. Nope, I'm following now. Brian Dennison.
That guy's collection is absolutely amazing. He's our age. He's a little bit older. I think he might be a little older than you as well. He has one of the best collections.
I'm just scrolling through his page.
He's the one that sold the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sticker for $200,000. I don't follow him on Instagram. I follow him on YouTube, but he has a PSA. He's collecting the 2012 Prism set in PSA 10. If you did that with those cards, you could do a set of the Topps Chrome complete set in PSA 10 or 9 or whatever, because you took care of those cards. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's the next level. Finding a set and appreciating the set to that, that extent. You know what I'm saying? But he said he's finally getting back his cars that he sent out to PSA 2 years ago. He's getting them back now. When I tell you this man has cards,
I can believe it.
I mean, it's unreal, the stuff that the man has.
I can just see on his page that he's legit. But it's not just the dollar amount of the car. You can see the story behind the car just looking at the car.
He's a Jordan collector. He likes Penny. He's from our time, but he also is from Baton Rouge, so he's a huge Shaq fan too. But
I can see that.
his stuff, I've been watching his stuff. He's super informative, super informative. But he uses because the PSA 10 cards. There's a group of guys who are collecting that 2012 set in the PSA 10, and he had got a bunch of those back in 10s, so he trades them off to try to get the cards that he doesn't have. But
Jay Mike, that's what I'm about to start doing.
But you should do that with that set. That's the set. How many cards in that set?
I don't know. I can do the research. I'll let you know.
But I wouldn't do it at $25, $30 a card, though. It has to get down to $10 a card.
Yeah.
Because, you're going to be sending 5 cards of the same one, and, because you swing and miss type thing. And did those cards green?
No, that year didn't green. 2003 doesn't. I haven't seen any of them that green. So they got that corrected from the Kobe year to that year, and Kobe's second year to that year.
Wow, that's awesome. Because you should have a couple of sets, right?
Yeah, it should have. I have all the cards. I don't get rid of cards.
You never put the sets together?
Mm-mm.
So,
after 2003, man, I went to business school. My life changed. I started traveling and doing all kinds of stuff. But I was just so happy that I took the time to know who LeBron was and try to find something of him at an earlier age, instead of trying to catch up now.
But you know what people used to always tell me? I forgot who told me this when I was a kid growing up. They said the only true rookie card you have is a Topps card.
I can see that.
Your Topps base card is your true rookie card.
But the person who told you that is of another generation.
But look, you remember when the Stadium Club came out,
mm-hmm.
They have the Stadium Club card, but then they'll put their rookie card on the back of the card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that stuck with me. So every year when the new rookie class would come out, I would always go buy a box of Topps. I did it.
I used to be on Stadium Club members only stuff.
Yeah.
I used to be all over that.
So that's what made me buy the 2 boxes of Topps that I bought. And I pulled the LeBron, the Wade, the Bosh, the Melo, because I was doing that every year. So every year I would go to the store, buy a box of Topps. Did it. The year I stopped doing it in 2012, which actually it was Curry's year. Curry's year was the year because I like Curry, but I was like, and that's when you could have got a box of Topps for $40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for nothing.